That's a big fish, yeah. Today we're gonna make some garball patties, whatever you wanna call them. And he's gonna trim off all of that nasty stuff because we just want this. And next, what you gonna do?
Take a break, drink a beer. We got all day.
Chop up some vegetables is what you're supposed to say.
Yeah, that's after the beer.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna boil this gar meat until it is flaky. Throw in some salt, some of this Hal's seafood boil.
Ooh, I got some on my hand.
Oh, have fun with that. Don't wipe your butt. That fire dust from Cajun Eats Couillon. I'm gonna go peel about 6 potatoes with 5 pounds of gar meat. Cleaned, going in there to boil. Not till it gets mushy. For the potatoes with a little bit of salt in it, and we cubed them up into small pieces. I'm gonna boil these potatoes till they're like fork tender. All right, I swapped burners, but we're still watching this. Trying to get this up to a rolling boil. Make sure to put the potatoes in a strainer and get them as dry as possible. So now this fish is rolling. We'll check it again in about 5 minutes. We got our potatoes out like this, and I'm gonna go set them on the table and just let them cool all the way off. And he's chopping the Trinity. How many onions is that?
It's a big one, 2 small ones, half a pack of celery, 2
bell peppers. We're chopping up 2 bunches of green onions. Yeah, that's gonna go inside raw, so we keep those separate from the rest of the Trinity. Now we're checking the gar meat to see if it starts flaking apart with a fork, and then we're gonna take it out and drain it and let it cool. See this white meat? Once it starts getting flaky like that, that's when we want to take it out and drain it. We're gonna be able to pull it apart with our hands or with forks, but you don't want it to be mushy and falling apart. So that's about right. I'm gonna give it like 3 more minutes. We go into the strainer with this. I put it on this tray, crawfish tray. Let it cool off. We'll spread it out and let it cool. It's still steaming, but we got most of the liquid off of it. 5 pounds. I'm gonna take it like this. I'm gonna break it up just a little bit with some forks because it's too hot to handle with my hands right now. Just so it will cool off a little faster. See how it's flaking apart? That's what it looks like while we're letting it cool. Yes, my hands are clean. You're gonna end up taking it apart and flaking it like this. Some of these pieces have these large pieces of gristle in it like this. And if you got time to sit and do it, you can go ahead and pull those out while you break the meat apart. Mostly meat, but that's just a big unappealing piece of gristle. Whoa. I don't really want that in my gar patties. Some of the little gristly pieces are gonna be too small, so small that you don't even need to waste your time on it. Some of them are a little thicker than others. You saw that in the rings of the meat in the beginning of the video. And that's what those are. And this meat, y'all, is almost like eating white chicken meat. It's not fishy, and it's not a real fish consistency. It really feels, and I don't know, when I'm eating it, it's like a cross between the white meat of a chicken and fish. We got a little bit of oil and how much butter?
About a third of a stick.
So about 3 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna cook down all that Trinity about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Get it real tender. I'm just gonna smash these potatoes, but not pulverize them, but just smash them. Look at all them pretty colors.
Both of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Garlic.
we had just a little bit of garlic in there, so you put a little bit of hot water. Dump that in there. Season it with the Cajun Eats Couillon seasoning. I interrupt this cooking video to drive through the cane fields to go get my son because he needs a ride home. It's a nice day to catch the levee road, y'all. I think it's about 70 degrees right now in Louisiana. And by the morning, it's going to be, I believe, 29. Welcome to Louisiana. We got all our vegetables cooked, ready to go in those balls or patties, whatever. I also have a crock pot full of pinto beans and sausage on the side that we've been letting go since this morning. It's about 6 hours now. We're gonna start making our patties. Go ahead and put this potato in here. Put all the Trinity in there. All the Trinity down in the potatoes. We're gonna start putting all the fish.
You want some gloves, baby?
I'm gonna need some gloves, yeah. I don't know if I think we need a bigger bowl. Okay, we'll have to make do with this bowl then. Got potatoes in here, and all the Trinity, and all of our gar meat. We want to put on some gloves for sure. Green onions in.
All.
That's,
All right,
that's
try
probably
that.
enough.
Try that.
Couillon hot sauce from the Cajun Eats Couillon. Seasoning from the Cajun Eats. You just gotta get in there and mix it all together. It's kind of fun. Ooh, it smells so good. Can you come click this button? Get some garlic powder. A little bit more. All right, pour that Cajun Eats Couillon.
There we go.
Whoa, shit. A little bit more hot sauce. We decided we needed some salt. We got a little tray on the side with some parchment paper. I don't want to make these too big because you can either make them into a ball and make your gar balls and fry them, like deep fry them, or we could shallow fry them into little patties, and that's what I want to do. Like that. That's what these patties are going to look like.
I don't know.
We're at 24, 28, 29 now. So that made 30 patties.
Nailed it.
Balls. Garboils. Garboil. Balls. Instead. Yeah.
I'm a chance of stuff yet.
Yeah. All right, we got 21 that we're putting in the freezer on parchment paper because we're gonna let them freeze enough to put them in Ziploc bags. Got 9 of them for tonight, and that's what we're gonna cook for supper. Go for it, put it in the freezer. Why are you moving my light?
In the way.
Make our patties with this fry batter from the Couillon. And spread it out on the crawfish tray. A little bit of egg, a little bit of milk. We got our patties refrigerated so they're easier to work with when you put it in this milk and egg. And dip your patties in the egg wash. Then we're gonna dip them in our Couillon batter. You gotta wait till it sizzles.
This one's yours.
Time to flip them.
Hot, yeah.
I put them on a wire rack. So all of the grease drains off. And then we're gonna go to the next ones. We got 5 more left. All right, y'all, look at those gar patties. If I could just tell y'all how good these taste, they are so delicious. I made my mama some rice. We got her a couple of gar patties in here. I fixed her a bowl of these pinto beans. I'm about to walk that over. And that is supper, y'all, and we got 21 more patties in the freezer. Ça c'est bon. But my dad is on a diet today and cannot eat regular gar patties, so I'm gonna show y'all how to take the ones that we froze. We're gonna separate them, put them in a bag so that my mom could cook some for him later whenever he can eat them. We froze these. They're fully cooked, but we're just gonna cut parchment paper into a size that'll like separate them so they don't stick together. And that will be what she can cook for him when he's a little bit better and he can eat. So that's 4 of them right there with the parchment paper between them. And all she's got to do when she wants to cook them for my dad is take this bag out, take these patties out, and pop them in some oil for a few minutes. Now we got some of this Couillon sauce from that fire sauce from the Cajun Eats Couillon. Take your little gar patty like this, or you can put it on bread and just put this on the bread like mayo.
Oh, that look good, yeah.
Mmm.
Let me have
Oh
some.
my God. That's so good.
Come on, woman.
Mmm. Mmm. A little bit of that gar patty in that Couillon sauce. Mmm. Ça c'est bon, y'all.